did that Agria girl say such awful things to me? Is that wretched little urchin actually nobility?
Yes, I do believe that she is the scion of the Travis family. The Travis estate was destroyed by arson a few years ago. Most of the Travises died in the blaze.
She lost her whole family? No wonder she turned out that way.
How interesting. You can sympathize with someone you despised mere seconds ago.
Yeah, I guess that's the kind of thing Agria would say reeks of naivete.
Perhaps she would. But I find it to be a kind and gentle smell.
I agree. Oh dear. Perhaps we're starting to smell a bit cheesy ourselves.
Thanks, you guys. It's been a while since you've been back to Fenmont. Don't you want to visit any of your friends?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, you didn't make any friends while you were here?
I made plenty of friends. It feels like it's been forever since I went to school here.
Dr. Jude, I didn't know you were back. I couldn't believe it when I heard that the military was after you. Oh gosh, where do I even begin?
Take a deep breath, Prin. It's okay. Although, to be honest, so much has happened that I don't really know where to begin either.
You weren't really a spy, were you? I can't imagine you being one.
Are you kidding? Jude's smart and all, but I wouldn't hire this goofball to spy on his own nose.
A harsh yet accurate appraisal.
You must be Leia. You're exactly as Dr. Jude described you. You always showed up in his stories, you know.
Really? And here I thought he'd forgotten all about me.
I only mentioned you a few times. Hey, is that a Sylph Jay? Are you treating it?
Yes, I'm doing it as a special favor for an acquaintance of mine.
That's the same bird Alvin uses. I didn't know it was called a Sylph Jay.
They're pretty unique. They can channel wind spirits with their manalobe to help them fly long distances.
Sylph Jays also have the ability to distinguish between the manalobes of different people, and can use that to sense a person's location. Hence their popular use for military communication.
Wow, little guy, you're pretty smart.
Unfortunately, this little one flew too far, too fast, and ended up hurting his manalobe.
Well, that was silly of you. But I like a hard worker.
He'll weaken and die from the injury, and there isn't anything I can do to save him. There is a treatment that uses harmonica grass, but it's impossible to get right now with everything that's happening.
Hey, if that's the case, I'll find some harmonica grass for him.
What?
You know I have a weakness for the smart but bumbling type.
You're still talking about the Sylph Jay, right?
With this harmonica grass, Prin can heal the Sylph Jay.
Yeah, let's hurry back to Fenmont.
What? Our mission is finally over and there still isn't anything you can do?
Please, calm down, Lady Nadia. My friends will be back with harmonica grass for him soon.
Blah, blah, friends this, grass that. Don't you get it? We need to get out of here.
We got the harmonica grass.
The hell?
Agria, what are you doing here?
These your so-called friends?
Yes.
This is classic.
How do you know Prin?
Because she's the liaison for us Azul spies.
Lady Nadia?
Ah, who cares? These chumps don't have the balls to rat you out. Prin's job is to pass all the juicy information I collect back to Azul.
Is that true?
It is.
And this Sylph Jay was your means of communication.
No way.
How does that feel, Pimple? How How does it feel to know you tried your very best to help an enemy spy? Pew! Not only do you stink of hypocrisy, you reek of stupidity, too!
What?
Leia!
I'd stay back if I were you. Wouldn't want to get my stench of stupidity on you.
Come on.
Excuse me, I just wanted to thank you for all your help. If you hadn't brought the harmonica grass, Bobo would have died. Now he's going to be fine.
Tell me, do you have some connection to Nadia's family in House Travis?
I do. My mother was her nanny. I've known her since she was a baby.
So Agria really is nobility.
Sadly, Miss Nadia's mother was a commoner, and she was subjected to much abuse because of it.
The Travis family has always been focused on privilege, even by the standards of the 6 ruling houses.
Eventually, Nadia's mother, the only support Nadia had, became estranged from the Travis family leaders. She died shortly after, and Nadia was convinced they had conspired to kill her.
Is that why she became a spy for Azul?
It's no excuse for selling out her country, but
Who could blame her at that point?
I suppose what Rashagal was doing would be unacceptable in any country.
Prin, is Bobo the name of that Sylph Jay?
yes, Miss Nadia named him herself. She's been taking care of him since he was an egg. She's always loved him.
I see. Thank goodness he's okay, even if Agria did laugh at me. I'm glad that Bobo's all right.
Yeah, we all are.
You really are exactly how Dr. Jude described you, Leia.
Indeed, she inspires smiles wherever she goes.
Huh. I figured security would be tighter than this.
I don't suppose we could just charge inside.
That wouldn't be prudent. This is their stronghold.
Rowan? What's the matter?
I was just weighing options. I think Jude might have the right idea here.
Whoa, hey now, are you serious? For once, Milla's telling us to be cautious and not charge in.
Do you have a plan?
More of a hunch, actually. Shall we test it?
If it's good enough for Rowan, count me in.
Stop right there!
Any reinforcements?
Looks clear. But this is the king's house. Shouldn't he have more soldiers?
It could be a trap.
No doubt the Rashagal army has already been deployed for war with Azul.
But wouldn't they tighten security around the royal palace in wartime?
Except for the natural and man-made barriers that protect Fenmont in the north and south, it has few defenses in the event of a siege. If the enemy army breaches its walls, the city is as good as fallen. Troops are wasted here in wartime, so the majority of them are deployed to fortify the naval defenses in Fort Kandala.
That makes sense. But it also means war is imminent. We can't waste this opportunity.
Indeed. This is a Lotus Ring, a device that ferries people throughout Orda Palace. We must use it to proceed further.
All aboard?
Whoa! Orda Palace is huge! And it's so sparkly and pretty!
I've never seen anything like it.
The entirety of Orda Palace was made out of a single lumen tree. They channeled spirits to grow it into the shape of this giant palace in just 5 years.
This is a single tree?
Wow, their spirit arts are incredible.
Oh, you guys actually believe me?
No, not at all.
We just thought it sounded true!
Isn't that the same thing?
I can't believe I'm visiting Orda Palace. It's like a dream come true.
This isn't visiting. This is breaking and entering. Welcome to Nachtigal's Most Wanted.
Huh?
I feel like I should say something. But
Attack!
Be gone!
It appears some rats have snuck into the palace. They should be here any moment.
Who are these vermin? I needn't have asked. So you've arrived, Maxwell, and looking much more spry than I expected after your injury.
All to stop you.
Go wait by the Lance. We'll obliterate those northern savages as soon as I'm finished with Maxwell.
As you wish.
Ilbert, will you really raise your sword against your master?
My only master is Lord Klein. There is no other.
I'm willing to forgive such insolence, if you return to my side.
Once I thought you had the potential to be a great king, but now I see you've become unworthy of the throne.
No one in this world is more worthy to sit upon this throne than I.
You still don't get it, do you? You lack the qualities needed to govern humanity.
Foolish girl. A king only needs one quality, birthright. He is born into his power.
So he can sacrifice his own people?
Of course. Again, that is my birthright. Now I'll extend my influence over the spirit realm as well.
You will control no one. No man and no spirit either.
Foolish boy. Has Maxwell's impudence rubbed off on you as well?
You can call me whatever you want. Do you have any idea how much your actions have tormented Rowan here? Any idea at all?
Jude, please.
You people think peace is some sort of right. You are mistaken. Peace is a luxury, not a right. Surrender yourselves into my service. That is your duty as my subjects.
You are beyond salvation.
I'm through wasting my time with you. Let's put an end to this right now. I now share all of the mana absorbed by the Lance of Kresnik.
Once I believed that you and I were two friends who traveled along the same path in life. However, now it seems we've reached our journey's end.
With a philosophy like that, life must be convenient. But your beliefs have become a royal pain to all of us. They're just illusions of grandeur.
I can't believe that someone like this could be our king! It's time someone knocks some sense in you!
Jude and Milla and everyone. I have to protect my friends. Up with his head! Up with his head!
Someone needs to put a stop to your ambitions, and that would be us!
Prepare yourself, Nachtigal!
Now I shall show you the power that will unite Riza and Maxia! If you wish to fall from grace, then let it be by my hand.
Are you capable of such when your spear is dull?
This spear has granted unity and resolve to this country, now and forever.
You shall see, old friend.
But enough talk. There is no greater language than that of war. Have at you!
Very well, so be it. It all ends here.
Indeed!
Rolling assault! Cold cover!
Searing arc! Massacre!
Aqua protection! Onward! Let's end it. Okay.
It's time you know your place. Kneel.
Please keep them away. Open the covenant of
Tyrant
dark.
spear. Eleanor shall contain me. Demon glance.
Energize. Whoa!
Apocalypse!
Don't worry.
I am king.
Nachtigal, you have lost. I request that you stand down.
You fools, if you kill me, then you will be unwittingly handing Nachtigal over to Gaius.
Regardless, as king you must answer for your crimes.
Nonsense. With the Lance of Kresnik, I shall have absolute power.
That's enough. Mankind wasn't meant to wield such power. It would destroy the world as we know it. And you as well.
Milla, wait! This man is Rowan's friend, so Rowan should handle it.
Nachtigal, a country without its king is doomed to chaos. You have turned away from the responsibility you must bear. We have both turned away. King Nachtigal.
Gilbert, you're not saying that I should...
Let us build a new future for Nachtigal together.
You mean you would bear the burden of my crimes as well?
It's of no consequence.
Rowan.
Do it.
Yes, Master.
Nachtigal!
Who is it? Who's there?
No, they must be after...
The Lance of Kresnik!
Don't worry about me. We must hurry.
be awful to lose a friend.
Poor Rowan.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm fine, everyone. Fighting such an impassioned battle gave Nachtigal and I a chance to understand each other again. We have walked different paths, but it was good to remember a time when we called each other friend. I have no regrets whatsoever.
I see. Then there is nothing further for me to say.
Do you think that King Nachtigal felt the same way?
For Owen's sake, I sure hope so.
Yes, I do believe he did. Thank you. All of you.
We're too late.
It's gone! Are you sure it was even here?
Nachtigal absorbed the Lance's energy before fighting us. It had to have been here.
Gillen's gone as well. Maybe he moved it.
If the Lance made it outside, it could be anywhere by now. Let us leave the palace.
I can't figure it out. Who could have fired those arrows that killed Nachtigal?
I have no idea. But for an instant, I sensed a strength that was equal to the power of a great spirit.
Well, it's definitely not your pals, since they're trapped in the Lance. Wasn't there also talk about a great spirit-like presence in the attack on Himil?
There are two possibilities. Either the enemy has found a way to control the Four, or there are other great spirits of which I am not aware.
So we're going to end up fighting a great spirit either way. Wonderful.
Identify yourselves!
Uh-oh. This ain't good.
Hey, hold on. Aren't you Chief Hilbert?
That is correct.
I have a message. Let me through!
What is it?
Ajul's army is on the march. The enemy force is said to exceed 50,000 men!
The war. It started.
Order the troops to attack.
Forward to victory!
Forward to victory!
Forward to victory!
Prepare to attack!
Forward to victory! Prepare to attack!
Prepare to attack!
Forward to victory! Forward to victory! Prepare to attack! Forward to victory! Prepare to attack!
From Sapstrath?
No, they're coming from north of Finmont. They're in Fezabel Marsh.
Impossible. How do they intend to march across such impassable terrain? The spirit climbs have stopped shifting.
Chief Ilbert, we are unable to decipher their method of transportation.
This is bad, isn't it? All our soldiers are concentrated in Fort Gandala and at sea.
At this point, we may not have time to move our troops into position.
You need not worry. Deputy Chief of Staff Gillen foresaw this attack. He is transporting our new weapon to the battlefield as we speak.
I knew it.
Soldier, who ordered you to carry this message?
The Deputy Chief himself. Is something wrong?
No. You are dismissed.
Gilland is up to something.
Whatever it is, we must head to Fezabel Marsh at once.
Has our eminent tactician figured out how the enemy plans to cross Fezabel Marsh?
I'm afraid not. During the Renome season, the marsh flow weakens enough to make a crossing possible. But spirit climb changes have been thrown off kilter. The marsh flow should remain active.
What's this marsh flow?
The marsh's many bodies of water are linked together, with their water flowing through underground channels. If you were to fall into one, you'd get carried off to who knows where.
Oh, that wouldn't be a problem. I'm a great swimmer.
The maze of channels is quite complicated. It could be 10 years before you're finally pulled to the surface.
Yikes. Don't know if I can hold my breath for that long.
And yet the enemy intends to cross it with a full army. That leads me to one conclusion.
That Arjul has a tactician even greater than the conductor himself?
Yes.
This library is spectacular.
It should be. Orda Palace is said to have the largest collection of books in all of Riza Maxia.
If I had the time to spare, I could spend decades here reading through it all. This is Men and Women Beneath the Sheets, Volume 4! The publisher said it was banned, and the entire print run destroyed. Something that's not even supposed to exist, just sitting here like it's the most natural thing in the world.
And that's good?
We would never even consider the issue of whether it's good or evil if its existence had remained a secret. Should it be known, I am sure opinions would vary. But debating right and wrong is itself a part of culture. In fact, isn't free communication the very heart of all human culture?
I suppose that it is.
Great! Now that I know you understand, let's try reading a little.
Let's do that some other time.